EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens
to kick off for Arizona.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Warren will try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with,
If
right?
you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 38. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Murray changing the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, the numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
To throw is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. The Cardinals at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Big guys, big guys.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing quickly to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Murray now running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There's Murray. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down, and will.
But as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A give up the middle with Benson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
11 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First down. And
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Look at the big fella go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Bateman going to get it now in a jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Murray now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Another run here with Benson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens ready to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 40. To throw is Jackson. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Lamar changing the play. Again, Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. 2nd down and 3. Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Murray now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go eat. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that